Yo, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. It is 6 PM on the UK, well it's just after 6 PM. I've taken a look at the objectives, and what we're going to be doing today is talking about this new Bruno Fernandes Summer Heat SBC. Man U are currently playing. I've got it onto the side of me so I won't miss when hopefully they do score. But we're going to get out this quick little video today, taking a look at the card and talking about how you can actually maybe speed up the process, make it a bit easier for yourself, make it a bit easier for your opponents. Because to be honest, guys, a 94 rated card, Bruno Fernandes is already good, this Player of the Month card. And I did do him. He was a million coin SBC at the time, but I got caught up in the hype of the time and I did the SBC. Do I regret it? Yes, it's probably the SBC that I do regret doing the most, but it will save me 5 games because you only have to play 5 games to get this 90 rated one, which is a very good card, but you can work towards this 94 rated card. I haven't had a proper look at the card, so he's high, 4-star, 5-star, 5'10", and he looks absolutely incredible. The pace is brilliant, finishing, shot power, long shots, attack positioning, volleys, penalties are insane. We will review this card. I should have him hopefully by Friday. But what I've learned from the Ferland one, and I looked and a lot of the objectives are the same, is there are a few little tips and things that you can do to just make it easier for yourself. But that is the Bruno Fernandes card, 94 rated, traits incredible, outside of foot shot, leadership, flair trait, and he also has a few of the CPU traits. Really excited to see how he actually plays in game. But these are the different variations, so there's 4 that you have to unlock to work towards a 94 rated card. You can see I've got the 93 Ferland in the squad. It took me really no effort at all, to be honest. There's probably about 4 games where I had to really try, and I think the key is, this is the key takeaway from this, guys, if you want this Bruno Fernandes, obviously start straight away. The higher level that you get of the Bruno Fernandes, the one where you need the wins, it'll be easier for you because say you are just starting off, you come up against an opponent who has the 90 rated. I don't think you need the wins for that. So if you have the 91 or the 92 where you do need the wins, it should be easy for you to actually get them objectives done. But the objectives that we actually have are rival 5. So you have to do win 5 rivals matches to get the 90 rated. We already have the 90 rated, which is really good for me. I had to do that with Mendy, and that's probably just one of them things. Win 5 rivals matches. There aren't any requirements, so don't worry about that. From that, then you have to go to the 4-4 finisher, scoring 3 separate rivals matches using players with minimum of 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot, with 90 Player of the Month Fernandes in your starting squad. So what I would do with this one is I would actually combine it with this one. So the Premier League Pulse. Play 8 rivals matches with 90 Player of the Month Fernandes and a minimum of 6 Premier League players in your starting squad. You just combine them two. You do not have to win on either of them. So to attain the 91 rated Bruno Fernandes, you don't have to win with either. Some 4-star players minimum that I would probably recommend. You are probably looking at your Ben Yedders in the Premier League. I'm trying to think. I think Willian is one that you could use. I think there's definitely a bunch that you can use. I just struggling. That new Rashford is 4-star. So if you have that new Rashford, you can combine him with this Rashford. I would also recommend Maximin. I think he's a great one to actually do for this objective. Maybe you have Pedro as well. The objective's Pedro from before. Premier League Pulse. So you just need 6 Premier League players. You don't have to win them. This is so important, guys, and it's something that will benefit not only you in the future, but it will benefit the opponents that you come up against. So for example, if you are going for the later objectives and you come up against someone who's doing them, all you need is a game played. What I would recommend is you just put the controller down, make sure you have it facing down with the analog stick pressed up against it, or another case is you can tie something around the analog, not the analog sticks, the paddles on the back, tie it round, press it down, and then the registration on the controller doesn't go, you won't get a rage quit. It allows your opponent to do the objective as well. Maybe they're doing the same one, and it just means that you don't have to stress about actually playing out full games, because you want to be doing that when you get to the objectives where you actually need to win. So for them to score against your opponent, if you're both doing it, you don't need the win. It'll be easy to identify because you'll both have the 90 rated Bruno Fernandes in the squad, which can be used to actually do the 4x4 finisher and the Premier League Pulse. Just get 6 Premier League players and don't even have to have any decent chemistry. Thread the needle, assist from a through ball, and this is for the 92 rated. Assist a through ball using Bruno Fernandes in 2 separate rivals matches. No win again, obviously just press Y. I would really recommend, guys, not to be stressing about doing these objectives against guys that are purposely pushing, sweating for a win, because I think it becomes really, really hard to actually grind these objectives when you are coming up against someone who is ultimately a lot of the time negative towards you, because they know you're doing an objective. Anytime that you come close with Bruno Fernandes, they will just shut you down, and that is a pain to play against. I think last week when I was doing Mendy, if I came up against someone who was just genuinely just shutting down everything that Mendy tried to do, cross, shot, I would then just move on to the next game. Maybe give them the win, just move on till you come up against with a guy who is doing the same as you, who's someone who's doing the through ball as well. Really, really good. I had some good conversations with people over the Xbox messages, both doing the objectives, which was really, really good. Magician from Maya. Hopefully I pronounced that right, but score and assist using Bruno Fernandes in 2 separate rivals matches with 4 Portuguese players in your starting squad. Once again, you don't have to win. Just do it with a guy that you are both sort of civil with. Once you've done them, this is for the 92. So play 10 rivals matches with 91 summer heat. Obviously, you don't have to do them ones. Well, you do have to do them once to get to 94. But if you want to just get the 92, maybe just do this one. Play 10 rivals matches with 91 summer heat Fernandes and a minimum of 4 Portuguese players in your starting squad to earn the 92 with a 5-star weak foot. That seems so good, because up to this point you haven't had to get a win, and you get a 92 rated Bruno Fernandes which has a 5-star weak foot. All you have to do is just put the controller down. Fantastic from EA in my opinion. Scoring outside the box goal using 92 summer heat Fernandes in 2 separate rivals matches. Again, guys, just wait for your opponent to move the keeper. It's so easy to do with this objective. Winning pass, assist using 92 Bruno Fernandes in 3 separate rivals wins. Okay, so this one's going to be a bit tougher. Obviously, you have to get the win. But hopefully, what I really, really hope is that if you are onto the 92, your opponent maybe is working towards the 92, doesn't need the win, will give you the win as long as you sort of maybe give him a couple of the outside the box goals. Maybe he needs to score and assist with 91 Bruno Fernandes. Then that allows you to do this one in the 3 separate rivals wins. The last one, Fabulous Fernandes. Score using 92 Summer Heat Fernandes in 8 separate rivals wins. I think that's easy, guys. I would just play your favourite formation, move Bruno Fernandes to the striker position, and I think he will do a really, really solid job at the striker position for your team. I think he's a fantastic card, the 90 rated, but I'm really excited to get my hands on this 94 rated. We also have the Summer Heat Fernandes Plus, score using 92 Summer Heat Fernandes in 8 rivals wins in Division 4 or above. You'll just do this naturally, to be honest. You'll do this naturally. I'm going to start cracking on with this one to get the 4 times finisher, because I should be able to do it nice and easy. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm off to watch the United game. It's the hottest day of the year. It's super, super sweaty, as division rivals will be, unless you follow these tips and tricks. I think it'll make it a lot easier for you guys to hopefully get this objective completed without too much hassle. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash a like down below. Subscribe for a lot more FIFA 20 content. I'll see you all later for another FIFA 20 video.